Security frameworks for AI. Building trust in AI systems through structured security and compliance approaches. Let us start with a scenario. Imagine you are working at a startup that just developed a generative AI tool for financial advisors. Everyone is excited. You are ready to demo it to investors. And then someone on the board asks, what framework are you following for AI security and compliance? Silence. Your model works great, but you don't have a structured answer. And here is the scary part. Without recognized frameworks, regulators can flag you, investors may back off, and customers may hesitate to trust your product. Most AI projects fail here, not because the technology is not good, but because they can't demonstrate security, compliance, or ethical responsibility. Now imagine the opposite. You smile at that board member and say, we follow the NIST AI risk management framework to handle risks systematically, and we align with ISO IEC standards for AI security and robustness. Here is our documentation. Suddenly, you are not just another AI startup. You are a credible, trusted business. Investors are confident, customers feel safe, and regulators see you as responsible. And that is the power of using frameworks like NIST and ISO IEC. They give you a common language, a set of guidelines, and a structure that earns trust. And in this lesson, we are going to unpack both of them in a way that's simple, actionable, and directly tied to your work with AI. Alright, so let's break it down step by step. Part 1, NIST AI Risk Management Framework. Think of NIST as the compass for navigating AI risks. The framework is built around 4 key functions: govern, map, measure, and manage. Govern. Set the foundation. Ask who is responsible for AI risk in your organization. Create roles, accountability, and oversight. Example, assign a model risk officer, just like you would have a data protection officer for GDPR. Map. Understand your system. Define what the AI is supposed to do. Identify stakeholders, data sources, and context. For example, if you're building a chatbot for healthcare, mapping means asking, where does the training data come from? Who uses it? And what are the possible harms? Measure, test, and evaluate risks. Measure accuracy, robustness, bias, and security exposure. For example, run penetration tests to see if the model can be tricked by malicious prompts. Manage, act on what you find. Adjust, mitigate, retrain, and patch. For example, if you detect data leakage, implement differential privacy or remove risky data set. The beauty of NIST is that it's flexible. Whether you are a small startup or a global enterprise, the 4 steps scale with you. Moving on to part 2, ISO IEC standards on AI security and robustness. So if NIST is the compass, ISO IEC standards are the map with detailed routes. They are international standards designed to harmonize AI practices across countries. Some key ones relevant to security and robustness are ISO IEC 23894 2023 AI risk management, ISO IEC TR 2408 2020, 27001 and 42001. Now, how they help you? They give you auditable benchmarks. They let you prove compliance internationally, and they show investors and regulators that you are not winging it. You are aligned with global best practices. Let us take an example. Let's say you are deploying a generative AI for banking chatbots. With NIST, you would map and measure risks. With ISO IEC, you would show auditors a documented risk management process. and an information security certificate. Now, that combination, instant credibility. So, let us look at the simple 3-step action plan for you. Here is how to get started today. Adopt NIST RMF internally. Start small. Create a one-page doc mapping your AI system with govern, map, measure, and manage. Identify which ISO and IEC standards matter for your industry. For healthcare, privacy standards; for finance, risk, and robustness. Document your compliance efforts. Even a lightweight document helps when customers, investors, or regulators ask. Remember, you don't need to become a compliance lawyer. You just need to show you are aware, aligned, and proactive. So here is the big takeaway. AI is moving fast, but trust moves slowly. And trust is built on frameworks and standards. NIST gives you the structure to manage AI risk in a flexible step-by-step way. ISO IEC standards give you internationally recognized credibility and compliance. Your action steps this week: create a mini risk framework document for one AI project you are working on. List the 4 NIST functions: govern, map, measure, and manage. And then check if any ISO or IEC standards apply to your field. Even that small step will set you apart from 90% of AI teams that don't even know these frameworks exist. And in the next lessons, we'll move deeper into privacy, ethics, and compliance. So you are not just building AI, you are building secure, ethical, and trusted AI. Because in the end, the best AI system isn't just the smartest one, it's the one people trust.